Nashville, Tennessee, it is now time for the Great Lift 2-Wheel Skills Championship! Coming up first, looking for his second world title of the day, Ryan Anderson, son of a digger! From the fans, 3.8 from our expert panels of judges. That averages out to a perfect 3.7 flat. Now we're coming up next, Tyler Menninga, Grave Digger. Grave Digger move the maximum moonwalk? It feels so strange to even say that.
feel the track out. You know, they're all used to having so much grip. And right there with Tristan England, that's where you see it's so tough to get any grip. He's hoping that the nose of the truck can get back up underneath of it. It just didn't happen.
Well, scoring is officially open for you fans here in Nissan Stadium, as we want to know what you think about that attempt from Tristan England and Earthshaker, and we're awaiting our expert judges as well.
And you can see Tristan England popped out of that Monster Jam truck. All he can do is shrug just a bit, Morgan. And, you know, not only has this been reduced to one attempt, no do-overs, no mulligans, but they also didn't have the opportunity to practice this competition at all. So this is the first time some of these drivers are feeling the dirt.
And a lot of these hits that are all over the track here, you really have to have a lot of grip to be able to execute that. So it's really tough. We'll see what's coming up next.
Coming up next, Camden Murphy, Bakugan Dragonoid. We might see a little bit of one-upsmanship. We've seen some things not work so well. We've seen one maneuver work particularly well, and maybe that's what Camden Murphy's thinking right here.
Well, it's something that you saw Tyler Reninga hit perfect, but as a driver, you don't see what they're doing. So this might be a second plan. See how they execute.
Let's hear it for Camden Murphy. Dragonoid, your 30 seconds starts right now. A little slippery there at the end. I'm not sure if that's what Camden had really tried to go for in that move.
You know, it's almost like, Morgan, when you're standing up here watching it, like the muscle memory kicks in where Camden wanted to throw to something else, but the track just won't let it happen.
That's exactly right. I think that when you make all of these plans, when these drivers have been planning for this Two-Wheel Skills Championship for weeks, you know that you're competing in it. You get all of these videos that you've been watching throughout the season and what's your best trick, and it's all out the window because the track conditions are a little tough. I think that with the trucks, you just got to kind of work with what you can do. I'd love to see a slap wheelie from somebody though.
That's the second time. Coming up next, for Monster Jam Rookie of the Year, Weston Anderson, Grave Digger.
There's no expectations for Weston. I think that with him having that chance to compete really hard in the Arena Series, he's had a lot of practice. I think there's no expectations for him to put something down. I think we give him another shot.
Unfortunately, that will do it for Weston Anderson and Grave Digger. Definitely not the way that he wanted to end that run there, that attempt. The only attempt, though, as well here in the Great Clips Two-Wheel Skills Championship.
I
I mean, it really is just a testament. I don't want to make this conversation all about the conditions of the track, but Morgan, I mean, you can see it right there, and it actually makes you start to think, hey, what Tyler Menninger and Camden Murphy were able to do is actually pretty remarkable.
Absolutely, and I hate to say this as a driver, like you come out here with the conditions, you hope for the best, but if something doesn't work out, you're almost lost. Like you've planned so hard to all of this, and it's just really tough.
Coming up next, 14-time World Finals champion and two-time winner of this competition, Tom Benz, Max D.
The anticipation, guys, of what we are going to see Tom Benz and Max D pull out of this bag of tricks, you know, perfect in this competition at World Finals.
Always an innovator, and I think when conditions aren't perfect, that's when innovation steps in.
Well, this is what Tom is good at. He's the one who invented this trick here, and last year in the World Finals, he ended up pulling out a backward maximum flip. I don't even know what you would call it, but I'd be looking forward to it right now.
I think we dubbed that one the maximum moon flip.
Just to give you a little insight too, he uses the video board sometimes to line himself. And that will do it though for Tom Benz and Max D. Scoring is officially open. Remember, judgeszone.com. If you've not started scoring, this is the perfect time for you to get those scores locked in.
Yet another number that I almost have to wipe my eyes and see if I'm seeing for real. Coming up next, it's a crazy ball, Armando Castro, El Toro. High risk, high reward, and I think in this case we get the former 1.688. Making his Monster Jam World Finals debut, John Zimmer Jr., Terminal Velocity. Going back to the well here, and fans of the Arena Series know that he has won 25% of his two-wheel skills competitions this season, which is a whopping number. Let's see what he has here with a world title on the line.
Currently holding that stoppie right now, John Zimmer Jr., Terminal Velocity.
Jr. out here getting pumped up. What do you fans think of that move? That was pretty cool, huh?
Well, it's important to note that unlike a lot of these other veterans, John Zimmer Jr. barely knows what a container backflip wrap does. He's never hit one, so to come out here and do what he did is very impressive.
I thought the coolest thing that I saw while I was watching that was he had enough time. There was a fan that was sitting right down here in front of us, and he pulled his phone out and had a chance to even take a picture. It was that long.
Ladies and gentlemen, the scores are locked in, and regardless of the outcome, we will be crowning a first-time World Finals champion. It's going to come down to two competitors. Let's see our score to beat. Gravedigger 7.126 as young John Zimmer Jr. looks on